It is Earth Day, and despite our rainy afternoon, thousands across South Florida took part in events to preserve and protect our planet.
In Fort Lauderdale, volunteers used trash and turned it into treasure. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten explains how.
Preparing a recycled oyster shell to be repurposed. Stringing the shells onto a cable. This oyster rope will eventually breathe new life as it hangs from the seawalls on the new river.
Baby oysters like settling on oyster shells better than any other substrate or material. And by doing so, we are able to create additional oyster habitat. These are shells that came from restaurants.
Eric Newgard from Port Everglades explains how oysters play a big role in cleaning up our waterways naturally.
One oyster can filter 50 gallons of water a day.
That translates into one oyster being able to filter enough water each year to fill a swimming pool. Eventually, the plan is to create larger oyster beds, meaning more of those living filters to clean more water.
I am making an oyster rope.
The Kukulski family is here to help.
We're a homeschool family of 2, so this today is science for us.
11-year-old Delaney and her sister are getting a hands-on lesson in sustainability.
People doing this to clean the waterways and here in Fort Lauderdale and Hollywood Beach and again, make it look like the Keys again.
Water is one of the biggest, not only economic drivers in our city, but also one of the biggest recreational drivers in our city and in our county. So an oyster will settle on this.
Mike Lambrix is with the Coastal Conservation Association of Florida. He says replenishing our oyster population is critical.
We're known for water down here. I mean, this is South Florida, and us accepting the fact that we have dirty water here and not doing anything about it is unacceptable.
The hope is that within the next couple of months or so, about 200 of those oyster ropes will be here in the new river, with plans to expand the program later on. In Fort Lauderdale, Ted Scouten, CBS News Miami.